Yo, what we doing, man?
Shit pops up. We gotta go fucking get some business done.
I know we came to we came to record a podcast, but when business comes, you gotta take care of business, man. Look at that shit, all those cars, man.
Business first.
Business first. We finna take you on a little trip with us to see what's up. This podcast is turned into a vlog. What do you do for a living, bro? So baby. Woo! Jesus.
We were trying to do a podcast.
Yeah.
And someone was taking the fucking the cool ass views. Fuck. I was like, fuck it. I got some good connects. I'm gonna get the best building in fucking Uptown to record in. So we're gonna go get a better spot, cool ass thing, talk some good shit for you guys, and
there you
spit
go.
out some knowledge. In 21st centuries, you have to know how to use your fucking phone while driving. I know it sounds crazy, and people may shit on me for this. Like, no, text and drive. It's a skill, dude. If I did not take phone calls and if I didn't text while I was driving, bro, I would lose so much money. And
yeah,
fingers crossed, inshallah. Like I don't fucking crash or anything.
Yeah.
But I try to pay attention. It's kind of like you have to learn how to multitask. It sounds fucking crazy. People hate me for it, but it's the truth, and a lot of people do it. Like,
why is that? You got if it's something important, you got to take care of it the second it comes to your phone, right?
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Like being an entrepreneur, you can't fucking wait. You can't wait 10 minutes to reply to that call because someone's gonna go to another business.
Yeah.
Fucking something's gonna get delayed. It's gonna take another day, and the days turn into weeks, and those weeks turn into months.
Yeah.
It's art. It is art. It's
Yeah.
fucking mobile art. It's art you get to experience.
Yeah.
Like there's time that's put into this, and every little detail is thought out. The shift pattern, the transmission, the way the exhaust sounds. What RPM it red lines and everything, man. I'm glad I'm in the car business.
Definitely, bro. Oh, baby. So this is what we was riding in, baby, all day, baby. Man, that's a sexy goddamn motherfucking car. This is what it looks like pulling up. Holy shit. Drivers. Habibi. Holy shit, bro. I think that's the guy I was talking about. This is the dude right here that I was talking. Holy shit, that shit looks sexy as fuck. Ferrari over here too, man. Sir, baby.
It's a respect sign, bro. We're in a cool car. He's in a cool car.
Yeah.
Supercar groups are the best places to network, bro. Rich Cooper said this. He said he literally got an R8.
Yeah.
He went to these supercar meets and he found the coolest of people, the best of males. Like
Yeah.
the best places to network as a dude are high-end gyms, Lifetime, Equinox, those type of places, or supercar groups.
Holy
right?
shit.
If you go to a supercar rally,
Yeah.
like 1% of people can go to a supercar. The 1% of the 1%.
Yeah.
They're the people who have time to go to supercar rallies. They're the people who have time or the money to buy supercars. So that's where you're gonna find the most elite of people to network with.
Exactly. Wrong hood, baby.
The wrong hood and
other parts, if you take the wrong turn, you're gonna end up in Third Ward, baby.
That's mostly Midtown or downtown. Tate taught me that. Tate taught me a lot of things, bro.
Like what?
But, I mean, it's the speed and the professionalism, right? You have to do everything as
like
a
get
professional.
moving, yeah.
You have to look at yourself as a professional. You're the best in what you do, and there's no room for mistakes. Once you cut out the room for excuses and mistakes, bro, and you just put in action, like there's no way not to succeed, bro.
Yeah.
This guy is
Son of a
this Houston Rose for you, dude.
Stop playing, baby. Holy shit. It's like 700 horsepower, jeez.
Nah, these are like 6 something.
Tell me who you are and what you do.
My name is Vadim, born in Jamaica, came to Houston, entrepreneur. I have a multitude of things I do, but right now I'm into exotic car rentals and I run e-commerce stores.
Okay, so you have an e-commerce business and you run an exotic.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Little other things on the side.
Okay, yeah. So tell me with your e-commerce business, right? How long have you been doing that for?
Bro, I started e-commerce a long time ago, dude.
Really?
I started e-commerce when I just came into high school. And I saw something on Instagram or something, and it was like, you can make money by literally buying something on Amazon and selling it onto eBay. Like it's like $1 or $2 margin.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in my biology class, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this. I sat down. I was missing all the lectures, everything I was missing. I was just on my computer. The teacher hated me, and I was just putting listings on every time. And then eventually, I started getting sales, and it was like $3 a sale, $2 margins. But that's when I realized, I was like, I made $40 this week by just sitting here and relisting things. And that's when I understood the power of e-commerce and the power of online sales. And I knew that, people always buy something, regardless of the price, regardless of where it is. Like there's a market, right?
Yeah.
So I started off there. I understood, you could sell stuff online, and then I just kept going, man. I kept going. I started reselling Supreme like everyone did. That was a huge
I remember
thing.
that. Everybody was crazy.
That was huge, man. Supreme reselling. I started reselling shoes.
Yeah.
I was into that game.
Oh yeah.
And I used the money, and I started getting into. I got into software.
Really?
I won't reveal too much about it, but I was doing software. I was selling license keys for software, and the margins that are insane. You can imagine, you've got insane margin. Whereas with goods, you have to buy a product at a certain price and then sell it at a certain price. But with software, you just create the software, and then you can sell the license keys or whatever. So I got into that at an early age. During COVID is when it really took off. I remember I was in online school, and selling this stuff. And I was having like $2,000 hit my PayPal every day.
Oh shit.
And that's when I really, really took it to the next level, and I understood what the power of this really was. It was an insane experience to have it.
So selling software is really the business that kind of took you out the hole, really, right?
That really blew me up.
Yeah.
When I started doing crazy sales in that, and I had more capital, that's when I really started venturing out. And But I mean, it plays in a part, right? You do something like that. You do any online business, you're gonna learn something from it. I learned marketing. I learned how to manage employees. I learned how to manage VAs. I learned how to do all these other things that kind of help me today now, and give me all these traits and tools to be able to pursue businesses now with a higher level of understanding.
Yeah, bro. The common persona right now, like the ideology that everybody has, is that if I'm not gonna go to college or I'm not gonna get a job, then I need to go to business and invest and find buy a course, right? Like that's the common mentality. Did you buy a course to do your software business, or did you just say fuck it, I'm gonna go all in and just see what happens? Like, what did you do?
Bro, the way it started is I was sitting on Discord. I'm a nerd at heart, bro. I'm a nerd. I'll be honest. I have a fucking computer setup. I build my own computers. I'm a nerd. Yeah. I may look like a fit guy who might rough you up, but I'm a fucking nerd, bro. I was sitting on Discord. I was with my friend, and he had someone else in the Discord server who wanted to buy this key from us, and I had a key. It was unused. It was an unused license key, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna upcharge him because I need to buy some Steam fucking skins for a video game.
Oh wow.
I upcharged him $10, and he bought it. No questions asked. I was like, huh. Wow. Someone else asked me for it. Someone else asked me for it. I was like, bro, I can make money selling license keys.
I was asking you basically, right? Like you have a kid that's coming out of high school or college, right? And he wants to get into business. Would you recommend them getting a course, or would you just say be a fucking or would you say it depends on their situation?
I mean, it depends on what industry you're going in, but most of the time, these people are just jerking themselves off, sitting in a room. I want a course. They're finding some excuse to delay what they need to be done, which is the work. You can get any course in the world. You're not going to get the information that you're going to get from just doing it. Yeah. I've spent over $20,000 in mentoring and courses, maybe 30.
Same.
Right? And there are some good courses out there, and there's money in the course industry and all that. And, there's scams and all that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
But for the most part, what you're buying, look at the fundamental. You're buying information. That's what you're buying.
Yeah.
You're paying someone to tell you something you don't know. And how can you find out that information? Go on YouTube. Do the business yourself. Yes, you can cut some corners, but you can never cut the corner of just pursuing the business and doing it and learning from mistakes.
I can kind of say the same thing for me. When I got into trading, bro, I was kind of venturing off to mentors, different strategies, whatever, right? But I never really took the chance to sit back and say, all right, what if I go and just start trading, put my whole life savings in there and see what I could do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I failed horribly, really, really bad. I blew my whole account, all my savings, but after some time, I started to, things started to fall in place, I started to pick up this strategy, pick up this different system, risk management strategies, whatever it is, right? But yeah, you're right. The thing is bro, I just fucking went and did it, bro. That was the thing.
Yeah.
So, next thing for your pretty much your software business, right? At what point did you know that, okay, this is I need to go full 100% and just commit to it? Because I remember the part of the story you told us where you were with your friend and stuff, and he was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna upcharge this guy for the software key because I need some cash, right? So how did you kind of proceed from that point on?
Dude, I was in school and I was making more than my teachers, right? I had teachers telling me, put away the laptop, put away this, do some stupid assignment that's indoctrination of the school system. And I'm making more than you. The purpose of school is to get a job. The purpose of the job is to get money.
Yeah.
Right? I'm making more money than someone who's trying to tell me what to do. And at that point, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I didn't show up to school.
Yeah.
I don't know how I passed the school system. But I was like, dude, I'm going full-fledged in this. I don't give a fuck. School is bullshit. I'm going to make the real money. and learn real, real ideas from real business, not from someone who's making fucking 60K, 40K a year doing nothing, right? And you kind of have to look at it. Who are you learning from? Who are these people teaching you? Have they ever touched $1 million, right? What do they have in their bank account? And that's why a lot of the school system in America is set up to fail you. At heart, it's set up to fail you. It's set up to create factory workers. You know, it's not created to set up creative thinkers, people who are independent, and rightfully so. I mean, not everyone can be an entrepreneur. The world wouldn't operate. Someone needs to fucking flip burgers. Someone needs to work at Walmart. Someone needs to do that. And that's why I'm huge into finding and seeking alternate education. You need to find your own education. And yes, courses are a huge part of that. But another is YouTube, bro. People undermine the entire concept of YouTube. It's to teach others. YouTube was created so you can have videos out there that you can learn from. It's other people's experiences. And YouTube is, bro, there's billions of videos on YouTube.
There's ways, That's the deep one. Actually, I wanted to talk about too. Basically, it's like alternative education, right? So like the United States of America, whatever, UK, London. I have some people in the UK, London, whatever. The system is basically made to create workers, like you said, right? So now there's no system for entrepreneurship at all. Pretty much, it's like it's an open field. You got to go figure it out yourself. So I mean, but what you just did is you kind of gave us a guide, right? So you're saying courses is one thing that can help. It's not necessary, but it's something that can help. YouTube, starting off as an entrepreneur, right? What's the most important thing, right, to keep in mind with yourself? Like an example I'll give you is like being your own boss. Being your own boss is not always the best thing because you're holding yourself accountable for everything, right? So like if you wake up and you just and you're lazy, you have a bad start of your day, the whole rest of your day is unproductive, right? Like what are some tips you have for productivity as a guy under 21 years old?
Productivity, dude, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I just wake up and I know what needs to be done. I know there's a finite amount of time and I need to get shit done, bro. You wake up today, you may not wake up tomorrow. So if you're lazy, if you're unproductive, that's a you problem. You need to change your values. I wake up and I just get what needs to be done. I know we have a finite amount of time on this earth. I know that today we make up, tomorrow we may not. If you're unproductive, you're lazy, dude, that's a personal problem, bro. It's so competitive. You can't have excuses. Like, how are you waking up with an excuse, bro? Wake up and get what needs to be done. You need to go work out. You need to get this essay written, write it. You need to start this business, boom. You need to contact that client, do it. There's this guy named Wes Watson. He says it's not about what, it's about who. You have to become the person who's always doing it. That's how you get to somewhere, right? If you're the person who wakes up and goes to the gym regardless of how they feel, then you'll be that person. It's who. If you're the person who doesn't care about emotion, people tie in emotion too much, bro. Humans, okay, we experience emotion, but as a man, as someone who's trying to succeed, you have to learn how to cut out the E. You need to just make it motion. Don't care about how you feel. Dude, 9 out of 10 times, I don't feel good when I wake up. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to do this. And, it's turning into, if you rewire it, you can have it to where dopamine literally just motivates you to keep doing productive things. And that's systems you have to set in place. But on a baseline level, you need to learn how to fuck emotion, fuck your feelings, and just get it done. Productivity is just doing it.
It's exactly what I've been implementing for the past couple months because for me, I learned later on, but basically is right, bro. Like, just get shit into action. And the thing is like once you train yourself to do it, bro, you'll wake up and you'll be like, I gotta go to the gym. You won't really think about, oh shit, like I didn't get enough sleep last night. Bro, last night I got 3 hours of sleep. I woke up today, hit the gym, then came here to do this podcast, bro. We're always on the move, bro, and like we always need to get shit done. So now that you kind of build your system of being productive, right? You're an entrepreneur, you're getting shit done. Now, how do you know what's the right thing to do? The right thing to spend your time on, right? Because I've spent a lot of time learning about dumb shit that I never, ever use right now, right? So like, how do you focus your time on the right things? Or you it's kind of just like trial and error where we just test it out and just see what works. Or if you have an experience to share, you can share it too.
How to know if you're spending your time on the right thing? Well, first off, I realized this not too long ago. You cannot do everything. There are so many things in this world, bro. Okay, let's say you're trying to start a business. How many aspects of the business are there? Customer relations, there's marketing, there's the product, there's so much that goes into it. You cannot learn every specific detail into it. You have to get a fundamental understanding of how it operates. That's what an entrepreneur is. And then you get those people to do the things.
To fill those slots
exactly.
in.
I'm not a fucking SEO genius. I know baseline SEO, so I can talk to my guy who does SEO. But I outsource it to him. Because if you go spend your time 3 months, 4 months, 5 months trying to learn SEO. Someone who's starting the same business can get the same opportunity just going on Fiverr, hiring a guy who does SEO.
Yeah.
So you can't just sit around and try to learn everything. I was that guy once, bro. I wanted to learn every detail, and it's good. We're curious. Humans are curious. We want to know more and more, but there's limited time in the sense that if you don't outsource it, if you spend your too much time trying to really grasp a huge concept of something, you're gonna lose the business, right?
Yeah. That makes sense. That's one of the biggest problems that a lot of young, like people our age have, bro. Is like we're spending our time trying to e-commerce, Amazon FBA, drop shipping, Forex. Bro, you want to do all 4 or 5 things at one time, bro? It's not gonna flop. It's not gonna work.
No.
You know what I mean? So like that's like pick one and focus, like deep dive, focus on it, and always remember your role. Like you said, you want to be the CEO of the company, right? So you don't want to spend too much time getting too lost in SEO or too much in marketing or too much in web development. Like you want to just dabble, and then find somebody, outsource, like you said, outsource, find somebody to cover that slot, and then proceed forward, move on to the next part of the business that needs to be worked on, right? And that's what I'm saying. Everybody's journey is different. Like you could be on the phase of figuring out marketing, which is like after you get everything set up, right? That's marketing is a very important part. Or you can be at the part where scaling. I need to get investors. I need to get clients. I need to get more money flowing into the business. So as you're starting your business, right, you have all these things you need to work on, right? What would you say the most important part of business to get down, right? Because like everybody, all these people are starting businesses, right? Okay. All entrepreneurs. What's the most important thing to learn in the beginning in business? Okay. Like, is it fundamentals? Is it marketing? Is it people skills? Is it sales? Like, what is the most important thing you would say?
Okay, well, it varies from what you're doing, right? Like, are we talking about stocks? Are we talking about, are you doing real estate? Are you
general entrepreneurship? Like, you know, like
on a general level, yeah, interpersonal skills are great, bro. If you know how to communicate with people, that's the greatest thing ever in any business, bro. If you know how to get your point across, you know, in a very time efficient manner and very concisely, then you can get a lot across. When I'm talking to my VA, I'm not spending 6 years. I'm telling him exactly what needs to be done in a proper manner. I'm communicating him respectfully, and shit gets done. And that goes for across the board for anything. I think that's really good. But as for business, like if you want to have fundamentals for business, I think it's good to know, in whatever market you're in, it's good to know what you're selling and who the customer is. Or, like, what is your target audience for whatever you're doing? Understand who are the winners in the industry. Whatever industry you're in, analyze. Who are the winners? Who's winning? Who are the losers? What are the winners doing? What are the losers doing? Because all business is replication, bro. I literally sat down one day. I was literally sitting in my room. I was like, dude, this guy I met today had a Lamborghini STO. What is he doing different? He is a human. Any person you look at, I'm a human, you're a human. There's nothing you can't do that I can't do. There's nothing I can't do that you can't do. It's all about replication and putting in the time and putting in the effort. Bro, this guy who owns a fucking penthouse in this building, is like this guy living here who's making millions of dollars a year. There's nothing different about him as a human. We all have a beating heart. It's just about what he's doing differently. We all have the same 24 hours.
What are they doing different that you're not doing? These are the kind of things that that we have to think about, right? And bro, like, it's crazy that you're actually thinking about this shit and like, you're only 19, bro, whatever, 20, right? 19, sorry. You're only 19, you know what I mean? Like, you're thinking about these things. So like, how the fuck do you have this insane mindset, bro? Do you read books? Do you listen to certain people? And, or what do you keep your mind away from?
That's a good question. What do you keep your mind away from? I'll start off with that and I'll go into how I have my mindset.
Sure.
I have a very, very tight circle. I've cut out anyone with negativity, cut out anyone who isn't doing anything. I've had friends who I really, truly knew, I'd take a bullet for this guy. But, I had to cut them off because they weren't on the same path. It's just simple as that, dude. Who you surround yourself with is who you become. And you have to cut those people out because whoever's doing drugs, going partying, you're gonna adopt that lifestyle. You're gonna adopt their mindset. I started cutting people off. I started watching podcasts. I was watching Andrew Huberman. I was watching Joe Rogan, all the greatest minds. I was watching Andrew Tate. In 2021, I was watching Andrew Tate before he blew up. Because I had that mindset, and I try to find people who had the same mindset. And going into your question of how do I have this mindset, I think it's a little bit of my environment. I grew up in a rough environment. I grew up in Jamaica, bro. It's competitive as fuck there. And you have
survival, right?
Exactly.
Survival.
It's competitive as fuck, and you have to have an iron mind, like Tate says. And I keep pushing myself. I have very high standards for myself. I don't like waking up. I don't like waking up and being fat. I don't like waking up and being broke. Wake up and look in the mirror. How can you not adopt a mindset that allows you to grow as a person? You know, and having an Ironman, there's no other better way to live. I was talking to my buddy Logan about this. The way we operate because of our mindset is, I think it's the best lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, we go to the gym and we feel great. Regardless of how we feel, we go to the gym and we feel great afterwards.
Yeah.
We push ourselves in business, and we make money and we feel great afterwards.
Yeah.
There's no other mindset to adopt.
Yeah.
You know, and I think a lot of the big guys out there, the philosophers of today, I like to say, Andrew Tate, Stephen Ronald Bell, Wes Watson, all these guys, they're fucking hard ass motherfuckers, bro. And I listen to every word they say because they have real world experience.
Yeah.
And a lot of what they say is adopted into my mindset, thankfully. And I sit down and I interpret it. I really dissolve it in me, and I just kind of execute on that mindset.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a little bit.
No, right. That's a perfect answer. So like pretty much you took all that shit, all those benefits and word, and now you're exerting the force into your daily actions, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much that's the way to go, bro. Shit. I mean, I can see it in you, bro. It's like there's a thing, right? There's a thing that I see in people. It's like you can tell when somebody is gonna make it or not, or you can tell when somebody's like they're doing well or not.
Yeah.
And bro, and I can read it. I can tell easily, bro, that you have that shit, that momentum going, you know?
Yeah.
But there's other people that I talk to, bro, and I'll talk to them and they'll come to me like, hey, bro, what's going on? And it's just, you can tell their energy is low, bro. And it's just like, and then you ask me, hey, bro, so how do you make all this money? How do you spend time with all these millionaires? How do you do these things, bro? And you're sitting here playing FIFA, you know what I'm saying? 24, for 12 hours.
Yeah.
And then you're coming out and asking me how to make these connections. How do I network? How do I have business, bro? I mean, it's in your daily actions, really, right? Like at the end of the day, you gotta look back at your day and say, what did I do today that made me better from yesterday, right? I like to talk about the mindset of getting better 1% every day. Yeah. Everybody wants to be rich, right? At the end of the day, but how are you really gonna make it? Like, how are you really gonna make it? So what you gotta tell yourself, because our brains, when you give yourself a big ass goal, it's like it won't be realistic to you. You're like, all right, fuck it. Like I want to make 10 mil, right? Yeah. That's like, oh shit. But like if I tell myself, okay, every single day, I'm gonna look for a 20% return in the stock market. Yeah. If I do that every single day consistently and I actually execute it, I'll pass 10 million within 5 years for sure. Guaranteed I will. It might take some time, 5 years, sure. Yeah. But there's ways to work around it. Yep. So that's why the 1% rule, I always stick to it. 1% better.
Rule is really good. Another thing, I adopted this from Tate as well. It's making an opponent, make an enemy. I'm not your enemy.
Inner villain. I love that.
Inner villain, bro. Whenever I'm doing anything, bro, right now, I'm like, in an alternate universe, I think about, there's my enemy who's exactly like me, but he's always doing better. He's articulating in this podcast better than me. He's going to work out after this. He's doing things way better than me. When I did 10 reps, he did 15. When I talked to 10 girls, he talked to 100. When he made $1,000, I made 500. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always trying to chase that villain. I'm trying to be better than him. And it's an enemy that it's in my head, bro. I can't sleep certain nights if I don't go to the gym. Yeah. I told my friend in Jamaica, I told him this, bro. I was staying with him and I was like, bro, I got to go work out. He's like, bro, we'll just do it tomorrow. I'm like, bro, you don't understand. I won't be able to sleep. My brain won't shut off. Bro. It's just you wire it into yourself. I'm just trying to sit there. My enemy's in my head. He's fucking. I can see him benching, bro.
You can't fucking sleep.
I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna do 1,000 push-ups. Fuck that guy. I'm gonna do 1,000 sit-ups. Fuck that, bro. He's not gonna beat me, and that's always pushing the bar. That's always making you better. The person's not even real. It's a person in your head. But you have to look at it that way, or else you're not gonna get anywhere. You have to compete. Life is competitive, and you make an enemy, and then that pushes the bar. It raises your standards.
Bro, when I learned that, I think I learned it from you actually.
Really?
Yeah, you're the guy who sent me some video or some shit. And I watched it and I was like, holy shit. Like the second I learned that, I started implementing it like in my daily, bro. And for me, it kind of worked differently. It's like every time I was sitting doing like busy work, like just doing nothing. Like I was with my friends, maybe out doing dumb shit on the street or whatever. Like, my friends, I'm like, fuck. Yeah. I'm like, fuck. Obedi 7.0 is out there grinding, making calls, talking to business owners, networking. I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, so, bro, that would make me just drop what I'm doing, bro. And like literally midway having a conversation with one of my friends, I'll be like, bro, I gotta go. I gotta dip. I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go do something. It's just like, it makes you want to push yourself to your highest potential,
Exactly.
And that's the best way to go about it, because if you have no pressure on you, bro, you won't work good.
Creating pressure. That's a really big one, dude. For young people out there, they don't have enough pressure on themselves. They're living in their fucking mom's house, rent-free, paying no bills, jerking off, watching Minecraft, fucking whatever they're doing, right? Watching these stupid-ass YouTubers, iShowSpeed, and all these Twitch streamers, and they're adopting this horrible lifestyle because they're hanging with the wrong people. and it's just a spiral of just fucking degeneracy. That's what it is.
Degeneracy, yes.
And so an advice point I have for everyone who is young in entrepreneurship and you're serious here about it. This will test if you're about it. Move out. Move the fuck out. If you have to work at McDonald's to pay your bills, do it. Move the fuck out because it's going to put that pressure that you need to really develop. And diamond doesn't build without pressure, right? You need to pressure yourself.
Pressure makes diamonds. Yeah.
Moving out, dude. I don't understand how people don't move out. Like,
so you moved out your parents' house?
I moved out, dude. I moved out 7 months ago.
Yeah.
That took longer than I thought. I should have moved out at 18. I moved out at 19.
Yeah.
And it's the best decision I ever made. I was making fucking thousands living with my mom.
Yeah.
But there's just things with it that you're in this environment. You're under your parents' house. It's an environment's really important.
It's too comfortable.
It's too comfortable. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations and get comfortable with uncomfortable situations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm uncomfortable when I'm 10 rounds into hitting a Muay Thai bag and I can't breathe. But I know I fucking push forward because I got comfortable with being uncomfortable. It feels good.
Yeah.
There's no other feeling than that, The pressure is great. Pressure pushes you, bro.
Yeah.
Pressure gives you anger. You know what I'm saying? It gives you anger to do more things. That kind of pressure builds you as a person.
Bro, that's crazy because I'm the same way, bro. I really only operate under pressure.
Yeah.
Like, there's some people that are like that. They're like, only under pressure, then that's when they'll start like, okay, shit, I gotta get going,
Yeah.
But some people, they naturally have it, and that's cool. But like, that's not everybody, Majority of the people, 18 to 25, bro. If you don't have pressure on you, you know damn well you're gonna go on that PS5 and you're gonna fucking GTA or Minecraft or FIFA or 2K, and you're gonna start playing because nobody's standing there and watching you, bro. But like we said, like that inner villain, you really need that. That guy puts a lot of pressure on. He's gonna be watching you and fucking laughing at you and saying, "Hey, bro, look. I mean, you're sitting there playing FIFA, and I'm out here getting, I'm getting hoes, I'm getting money, I'm getting everything, and you're just slacking off." So, I mean, pressure is important, bro. What would you say, like, in terms of moving out? So you said moving out was it helped you a lot.
100%. I 10x my returns after that.
Really? How did that? Yeah. Tell me how it contributed to your business.
When you move out, you realize as a young man, no one's coming to save you. You're on the world you're in the world on your own.
Yeah.
Your parents are just there to create you in the world, but after that, you're a man, bro. Move the fuck out.
Yeah.
In ancient Rome, I think it was Spartans.
Yeah.
The Spartan children left their mother at 8, and they were forced to go in and hunt in the world and do things on their own, right?
Wow.
They were literally left there by themselves at 8 because that put the pressure on them to be a man.
Yeah.
They were taught to steal food from the markets. They were taught to steal food from the markets. Because they learned how to be very sneaky, how to be cunning, how to be very quick thinking, quick-handed. It created them these skills because that was the pressure they were put. They were actually beat if they were caught stealing, but they were forced to steal.
Yeah.
So it's
that's
a crazy
a lot of pressure.
It's a crazy little story.
Yeah.
But man. I mean, in ancient times, people left their house at 16. That's when you became a man.
Yeah.
People living with their parents right now, thinking they're gonna fucking become a millionaire. You're tripping balls, dude. You need to really rethink life.
Yeah. I kind of have a little bit of the same mindset, a little bit different. And I'll tell you this: in our tradition as Arabs and Muslims too, right?
Yeah.
You want to take care of your parents to the ultimate potential, right?
Yeah.
So but like for me, what my plan is right now is like make a lot of money, right? Move out, buy my parents a better house, better living, make them comfortable, and then do my own thing, right? Well, first let me ask you this: Are you religious at all?
I'm not really religious. I really respect Islam. I have a lot of Islamic friends, and
really,
a lot of Islamic friends, a lot, man, and a lot of the principles in that religion, I really agree with. So I would say I'm not religious, but I really respect Islam.
You respect religion.
Yeah.
In terms of finding out who to hang out with and reading people and knowing if that guy should be your friend or not, how do you know, bro? Like, is there a guideline for you to tell, or you just kind of just say, hey, bro, are you getting better every day? Nah, fuck you, I'm not going to be your friend. Like, how do you kind of just have an eye for people? Yeah,
it comes with experience, right?
Yeah.
Look around, who's pushing you? My friends call me, hey, bro, did you go to the gym? Why the fuck did you go to the gym? My friends are the type to send me courses, to send me information, send me things that are going to better my life. If your friends aren't doing that, cut them off. See what your friends are doing on a daily basis. Yeah. It's really easy to kind of read people nowadays, and I can tell really quick whether someone is good at heart, they have a good heart or not.
Yeah.
And that comes with experience, but just really look at a person. And it's so easy to analyze a person and break down their characteristics once you look at a daily basis of what they do, how they act, what they say. Do they keep themselves accountable? Do they do what they say they're going to do?
Yeah.
So yeah, friends, man. Friends is it really comes down to, do your friends align, your goals align with the same? Are your
Friends,
goals
yeah.
the same? Because if
Yeah.
your goals aren't the same,
Yeah.
why are you even friends to
Yeah.
begin with?
You know, bro, I used to live in A-Leaf.
Yeah.
A-Leaf, Houston. About maybe like 5-6 years into that house, I moved with my family, moved out to Katy, right? And I just seen the shift in like in the diaphragm, whatever it's called, of my head. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, like it's a whole different life out here, how people are living versus people that are in the ghetto.
Yeah.
And in A-Leaf, bro, it's like everybody every day is out there, either they're working, right? They're working all week, and then they come home and they drink, have a Bud Light or whatever it is, or smoke with their friends, and then after that, the rest of the night they're either playing FIFA or they're going out to the club,
Yeah.
and that's their day on repeat.
Yeah.
So when you're doing that every day, for me, I was just like, there's no way that this is what 25-year-old, 30-year-old, that's what they do every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's how old they were. But and then I move over here and I see people, okay, after school they kind of they go to karate. Their parents are putting them in karate. Their parents are doing this. Like it's it's a lot better than people smoking weed and playing FIFA,
Yeah.
right after work, right? And then I'm like, bro, okay, if there's levels to this shit, right? What's the next level and what's the highest level? And driving around Memorial to like the most expensive houses, bro.
Yeah.
And I just try to analyze like what people are like, what are they doing, and I saw that for them, there was not a lot of like business owners out.
Yeah.
There was like personal drivers, a lot of Ubers, a lot of Ubers,
Yeah.
and I was just like, okay, bro, like these people are in the cave working and grinding.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you think about the structures of society? You know, like of trying to reach the highest level in the hierarchy.
It's good to have a 1 year goal, 2 year goal, 10 year goal, and see your future. I haven't made it to the top, so I wouldn't know. I mean, I've done quite well for my age, I would say, but I haven't reached there. I know people who are kind of at that level, and like you were saying with sorry, my shoes inside. Like you were saying with lower class individuals, it's monkey see, monkey do, bro. They're literally replicating their dad's lifestyle, their aunt's lifestyle, their brother's lifestyle, smoking weed, playing FIFA, doing this bullshit. And can you really blame them, because that's their environment? That's what they think it's normal. They think
Yeah.
it's okay, and they're not introduced to working out. They're not introducing to trying to do something productive, trying to accomplish something, because they're satisfied and they're okay with that position.
Yeah.
And it's statistics for a reason. There's going to be lower class. There's going to be upper class.
Yeah.
It's really whether you like it, you want to be. Like, America gives you the ultimate opportunity.
Yeah.
This in capitalism, bro, with a democracy, it's the ultimate opportunity. Someone from the fucking slums can make it to the top. It's going to be hard, but you can make it to the top. And I really think in this market, in this economy, you can do anything, and you can be anyone you want to be. That's the great thing about America.
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing
You
ever.
have all the opportunity in the world.
This,
I mean,
this is opportunity center. It may not be the best culture.
Yeah.
It may not, have the best tradition, the best architecture, but
Yeah.
it gives you opportunity. You come here, you can make your money, and you can go elsewhere.
there's a pattern in society,
Yeah.
and poor people teach their generations how to be poor, and rich people teach their generations how to be rich, right?
Yeah.
Is there a way for a poor person to intercept that kind of that flow, or is it extremely difficult for them to kind of break that flow for generations?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a hard question.
That's
It's a
deep
very hard
question,
question.
bro. That's a deep
Like,
question.
and then if it's possible, what do you think? What do you think are some strategies that they can use? Because, bro, I have a lot of friends that are like from the SWAT, from A-Leaf, Texas, that I still talk to, and they're trying to make it out. Bro, they're trying to make it out like the hood, like like they're still trapping, they're still doing shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's like they're trying to make it out too, and their generation, their people, it's the same things being taught down and down and down.
Yeah.
So like, what kind of advice would you give to them if they're trying to make it out coming from there? Because they're coming from a little bit of a tougher place than we are.
Yeah.
We're blessed, thank God. We count our blessings, but what would you say is a way for them?
That's a tough question, man. That's like saying, how do you save society? Like, how do you fix an entire class of people?
Well, I'm asking for let's just say for one guy.
Okay.
One guy from a family, right?
Okay.
And I know you said this before, that environment, of course, because
Yeah.
if they're around that ghetto shit all the time,
Yeah.
they're gonna end up continuing it, right? So.
Yeah. find the right people online. You're not gonna find people in your hood who you want to be unless you're gonna replicate the hardest trap star. But even he's a trap star. He's got horrible habits. It's not gonna get you to where you want to be.
Yeah.
You want to make it out of the hood? Go on YouTube. You have the internet. The internet's the craziest power ever. You have millionaires and billionaires at your fingertips. You can type a button, boom. Now you can understand how he lives, how he wakes up, replicate it, and then get it done. If you really want it, you can get out of the position. And yes, I understand it's harder for certain people, but I truly believe it. If you really want it, you can have it, you know, and that goes for anything. If you truly want to get somewhere.
I really like that kind of mentality, bro. The people that are down there, that really, it's really hard for them to get out of that hole. I mean, everything we just talked about mindset, about networking, about environment, about moving out on your own, putting yourself in, like giving yourself responsibilities,
Yeah.
right? Putting pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, if you apply all those basic stuff, I mean, probably in like 2 or 3 years, bro, you'll be out of there in no time. You know what I mean? And sometimes people like they kind of overcomplicate it. I need to make $1 million. Fuck. I need to buy a Lamborghini. I'm gonna buy a mansion. I'm gonna buy, like, there's this misconception that happens a lot that I see people doing that I've stopped myself a long time ago. People already talk about what they're gonna buy when they get rich,
Yeah.
when they make millions, right?
Yeah.
Why don't they refocus and think about how they're gonna take the next step forward to get to that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what do you think about spending your time pondering about the wrong shit? And do you really believe in manifestation? Like just sitting there for 30 minutes and thinking about what you want? Or do you believe otherwise, like in action, you know? Like,
Dude, pondering is mental masturbation, right? If you're just sitting there
mental
thinking about
masturbation.
manifestation,
There you go, yeah.
thinking about, oh, I'm going to get this made, all the power is coming, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
The idea, the concept makes sense, right?
Yeah.
If you're always thinking about something, it's on your mind, and what's on your mind becomes what you do.
Yeah.
But, you know, just sitting around, it's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
It really
right.
won't.
Yeah. I mean, there's all these like stuff that you see online. That's the thing. Some of the information that comes out online is like, it's speculative.
Yeah.
It's not all true. All the shit that you see online is not true. There's people out there that say, sit there and think for 30 minutes, an hour a day, or do yoga, and you guarantee will become a millionaire.
Because let me tell you this, bro. People are infatuated with the idea of becoming rich. They're
Yeah.
infatuated with the Lamborghini, but they don't care about the processes. That's the truth. They don't give a fuck. They don't want to do the hard work, and that's why they just put the Lamborghini wallpaper up, and they sit there and they ponder and they want to manifest it, but they don't actually care about the
And
process.
they do the same shit every day.
Exactly. You know,
Yeah.
you never want to be the same place you were last year.
Bro, that's what I'm talking about. Always improve. How are you moving forward? You know, like, and that's the thing with being an entrepreneur. There's no metric. There's not really a metric of for example, at a job, you're working at an engineering company.
Yeah.
You're working on a project every single day. You have tasks to do every single day.
Yep.
And at the end of the project, you move on to the next project and redo the same thing over and over again, right?
Yeah.
But you're following strict guidelines of what to do, right?
Yeah.
As an entrepreneur, you don't have that.
Yeah. There's no guidelines.
There's no guidelines,
Yeah.
bro. So do you need to create a guideline for yourself, or do you kind of just go with the flow?
There needs to be structure in everything, right?
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship
Systems, yep.
Yeah, you need to put systems in place.
Yeah.
So keep yourself accountable by putting systems in place. I think a whiteboard is the most important thing ever. Having a whiteboard, putting your goals on it, what you need to do,
Yeah.
having an outline. I like to do. I think it's not a Venn diagram, but it's essentially like a main head topic. Then you put arrows to what needs
Yeah.
to be done, and then under that you have outlines of what needs to be done, and it keeps you accountable to the whole idea, the whole picture. You know, yeah, it's a very messy thing being an entrepreneur.
That's one of the things that I ask all entrepreneurs. I said, I know you have a secret like diary or something that you plan, right? And I'm gonna tell you mine after you tell me yours. But you said yours is you keep all your ideas, your thoughts, strategies, systems. You said on a whiteboard, right?
On a whiteboard.
Organized, nice.
Yeah.
And
I like a huge fucking whiteboard.
oh shit,
Big ass whiteboard. Put as much information on it as possible.
That's actually genius. I should start doing that because mine, I'm gonna tell you in a second. It's on a Discord, right?
Really?
I made a whole big ass Discord server for myself,
No way.
and I have me and my 3 burner accounts just in case. But the information that I have on that Discord server, bro, is it's worth millions. I can guarantee it. All the experiences I've had, the notes I've taken from all the courses I've bought, and I put it all in a Discord server. And from the top, I have the most important shit that I need to do, like my daily tasks, all the way down to like courses, shit that I like, resources, connections, phone numbers, everything. So that's pretty much that's like my database for business.
Yeah.
Every single morning, first thing I do, go to, it's called Q1. I go to Q1
Yeah.
and I look at what I need to get done for the day. And I have at least 10 tasks I need to complete for the day. And it's crazy. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's what you need to do as an entrepreneur, bro. You got to make yourself like at a job, you're given these things.
Yeah.
Right? But as an entrepreneur, nobody makes it for you. You kind of
need a to-do list.
Yeah.
It's good to be organized. You have to be organized as an entrepreneur. But one thing I realize is a lot of these guys who try to get into this, they overdo it. They mental masturbate about the concept of being organized. And they put all their to-do lists, they get it structured, all this thing, but they don't execute. They're just obsessed with the idea of being organized, the idea of the business, but they don't do anything.
Yeah.
I know a guy who's exactly like this, and a lot of people do this. It's just the idea of organizing and having systems in place, but then they don't do it. It's, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, I used to be like that. In the beginning, I used to be very like, okay. I used to think in my mind, coming from a corporate mindset. I mean, I didn't really work a corporate job. I was a salesman. I used to work in sales. But coming from that kind of job, I was like, all right, bro, like I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna work hard, right? That's what your mentality is, right? But when you translate that into entrepreneurship, it's kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna work hard. I'm gonna work efficient, and I'm gonna take action. I'm gonna actually do these things. Yeah. So like when I was making my schedule, I would do it very quickly. But the actions, like when I was making phone calls, for example, with one of my investors, I'd make sure I spend time on that and execute that efficiently.
Yep.
Versus sitting down in the morning and spending 2 hours trying to make my schedule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like focusing your time on the right things that are gonna spiral you forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to move to another topic real quick because we talked about this for a long time. So next thing, bro, is do you believe in upward and downward spirals? Do you believe that if you start your day with something upbeat, positive, it'll spiral you into a good day? And do you think that if you start your day in your bed, scrolling on TikTok, watching a Netflix show, will put you in a downward spiral for the rest of the day? Or do you believe, or do you have your own kind of mentality? I don't know. Tell me.
I see. I think
like starting your day, pretty much.
About starting my day, upward spiral in general. Like talking about that. Yeah. I think if you just start positive and start working, start grinding, life becomes an upward spiral. You meet this person who has this, and then you learn this, and you do that, and it just keeps going up. And this goes the opposite way. You can go into a downward spiral. You learn to become a friend. You get a friend. You start doing drugs. Now you're fucking taking heroin. Now you're in this. Now you're in a trap. But in terms of the day, I just wake up and get what needs to be done. I don't sit around. I don't have time for Netflix. Yeah. I simply don't. So I don't know. Scrolling TikTok, we're all susceptible to being on Instagram scrolling, and there's good information, depends on who you follow. Yeah. But overall, I think if you just start life with the attitude of, I get to do this today, rather than, I have to do this, life will be better. Bro,
that's actually, bro, that's how Muslims think, Yeah, it's crazy. Like, basically, alhamdulillah, bro. That's what they teach us, is like, every day you wake up, the first thing you do is you pray. Yeah. Why do you pray? To be thankful. Yeah. Say, I'm thankful that I get to have a house to sleep in. I'm thankful that I can even pray to you. I can be alive, I have my hands, my eyes, my smell. So like naturally, bro, like I'd say for Muslims, I hope you are a good practicing Muslim, like people that actually pray. Yeah. Like they naturally practice that. Oh, I'm gonna wake up, bro. I'm so thankful. Like, thank God I get to do this. It's not that I have to pray. Yeah. It's I'm blessed to pray, bro. I'm blessed to wake up. I'm blessed to hit the gym. Yeah. I'm blessed to fucking make calls. You know what I mean?
We're blessed to be alive, dude. Life is crazy in itself. Ambulance over here. Life is crazy in itself, bro. Sometimes I'll just be walking like downstairs, about to go do something. I just like, damn, I can smell. Like, it's just a great sensation. Yeah. It's just a great feeling. I get to meet people, Life is insane. I get to meet people like you. I get to have conversations. Life is so dynamic and so beautiful. Yeah. It's hard to have a negative mindset. It's hard to have a negative spiral. Just be positive, because life is so surreal, bro. At the end of the day, we don't really know what's happening, and we just get to experience it, and you have to have a positive outlook towards it. And people who don't, may God save them, bro. May God save them, bro. This is too surreal.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's one of the things that I realized, bro. It's like, you can really read it. When you see somebody with a negative mindset, bro, it's just like, you just know, bro, that if you give them a certain situation, or if you give them a certain business task, that they won't handle it well. Yeah. And there's some things that, like in business, that's going to require a lot of mental focus, and it'll require you to stay positive, even though shit's hitting the fan, right? About being in a... I'm sweating too. I never sweat, bro. I'm from Miami. What do you think about the entrepreneurial roller coaster, right? it's all rainbows and butterflies when they see the Lambos and the mansions.
Yeah.
But do you believe that there's a mentality out there, right?
Yeah.
That when you make money, it has to be a monthly thing or a salary thing, or I'm gonna make 10 grand a month, I'm gonna make 100 grand a year.
Yeah.
As an entrepreneur, me and you both know that it's not like that. It's not a consistent. I mean, until you reach the highest level, and you're an investor and you're getting residual income, right?
Yeah.
But as an entrepreneur, right? There's some months where you're gonna make $0. There's some months where you're gonna make 100 grand,
Yeah.
right? So, how do you handle those emotions? And as an entrepreneur, do you know that there's gonna be a bad day coming? Are you prepared for it? And how do you position yourself basically to handle that day when it does come?
Like, you're right. There's risk. Life is unstable as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You know, you're not
Very
certain,
unstable.
and you have to understand. You have to learn risk management. You as a trader know this of most people,
Oh, yeah.
right? Risk management is super important.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to know when to cut your losses. You have to know how to play, and I think you need to prep yourself. Prep yourself for a bad day. Bad days are gonna come, but better days are gonna come. You know, there has to be sun for there to be rain.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Life is like that. The cycle is like that. So you have to take risk at a very calculated angle, calculated decisions.
Yeah.
And you know, you've learned this, I've learned this.
Yeah.
I mean, there's times where I made fucking thousands. I thought I made it, I'm done. You know, income was coming in monthly. I was making fucking stupid amounts monthly.
Yeah.
And then sales just went boom.
Yeah.
And
Out of
I'm like,
nowhere.
fuck, wait, I owe taxes. Oh, I need to pay this. I need to pay
Yeah.
my VA. I need to pay this. I need to. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm left with this.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to kind of, you know, I'm young, so we both still have to learn this, and thankfully I learned a little bit earlier than I should.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to prepare for a bad day, like you said. So
Yeah.
just think about the future.
Yeah.
Think about the future.
Set
A good,
yourself up.
a good friend of mine, mutual friend Khalid, he was telling me there's a lot of guys who make a lot of money, and they trap, they do all these things.
Yeah.
And these guys make it big, bro. They could live in a place like this.
Yeah.
They make a lot of money in what they do. But then they end up being 40 with no money, nothing. But they have all these life experience. They went to Vegas, they blew money at a club, they were balling like millionaires.
Yep.
But they didn't prepare for the future. And that's what you have to learn as an
They
entrepreneur.
fall on their face when they're older and they end up
Exactly.
being like homeless. Like, you know,
They're homeless and they're telling you all these stories about, oh yeah, I was in Vegas, blah blah blah. I did
Yeah.
this. I was living in a penthouse, and you didn't believe it. You won't believe them.
Yeah, you
but
won't
it's
believe
true.
it.
It's
Yeah.
just risk management. They didn't
Yeah.
manage their risk. They may have gotten to that position, but they didn't manage their risk.
that's something big for me as well as a trader, bro. I've
Yeah.
actually switched around. When I first made my first big chunk of money, bro,
Yeah.
right? It didn't come all at once, but it did. It came to me at a surprise. I was like, oh shit. I think you can even ask the same guy, and you can ask my other friend Mish, that there's these 3-4 months where we both spent 10 grand a month just on experiences, like going out, fancy restaurants, 1,500 at Mastro's, getting a slingshot for like 3 days, like just dumb shit, right?
Yeah.
And we ended up spending like 40 grand probably in like 2-3 months, right? For me, I was like, bro, I should treat myself, like I'm making more money. I've reached a certain point in my portfolio in capital. I should take some out and spend it, right? But it got into a habit to where I kind of forced myself to live off that 10 grand every month. And that's when I was like, fuck. Like, then I started taking losses in the market. And I was like, fuck. I wasn't prepared to take a loss. A red month. I wasn't prepared, right? So what I had to do is kind of just go back. I had to go backwards. I had to take a step back and say, all right, bro, I'm only going to take out $3,000 a month to pay my bills, my phone bill, my Shopify, every kind of bill I have, right? My phone bill. After that, that's it. Like, I'm gonna be minimal for now. I'm gonna have to sit back a little bit and live below my means for the time being until I get back to that level, that capital.
Yeah.
And when I get there, I'm gonna be smart about how I spend my money now, because I'm not gonna burn 10 grand when I only have 150 grand in my account. That shit will be gone in a year. You know what I mean? So
Money moves fast, bro.
You know what I
can spend
mean?
a lot of money at the top very quickly.
yeah.
I've learned that from hanging with some very, very high level individuals, bro. Money comes fast. And
Money
it
comes
goes quick too.
Oh yeah.
It can go even quicker, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like, crazy nights can add up, and like you said, you spend a bunch of money. I did the same shit, bro. But we have to learn. One thing that someone told me though is that if you realize that sometimes you have to spend on the life experiences, right? Money. What is money besides just experience?
Yeah.
That's really what it is. You have to spend your money to get some sort of experience. So the experience could be in a car note to have a good car. It could be an experience in living in a nice house. It could be an experience at a good restaurant. It could be an experience at whatever. Money is just a value. You get to receive something else. So I blew I'm not gonna lie, I blew 40K in the Caribbean
Holy
in
shit.
less than a month, like a dumbass.
Wow.
And Did I learn from it? No, I think it was a good experience because now I learned that's the lifestyle I could live if I'm making this money. It motivated me, and then also you know, you want to make more. You know, you put yourself in this position. You want to make more because 40K, bro, that's nothing. It really is nothing. In hindsight of things, it's nothing.
I mean, that's the kind of mentality you want to adapt, bro. It's like you want to get to that level to where you can say, "Fuck that 40K."
Fixed mindset. You don't want a fixed mindset. There's a tiny amount of money. You want the idea in your head. There's so much money out there, bro. Money's moving like crazy. And once a good friend of mine said the same thing, bro. Once you realize there's just people out here spending money, money flows like a river. You stand at the right place, you'll get the money. You know, the water
I
will
heard
hit
about
you.
that. Yeah,
the water will hit you, bro.
The water will.
There's so much money in the world, and people complain about the economy and. You know, it's bad, it's downfalling. Money can be made in any economy, bro. Any economy, bro. COVID was a great time to make a fuck ton of money. But you can still get money in an economy like this. Maybe a little bit harder, but money always flows, bro.
Money always flows.
Money always flows.
Whether it's at the top or the bottom or in the middle, it still flows, you know?
You can make money doing anything, bro. Like, we were talking about this in our group chat. I'm going to shout that out later. But we were talking about it. There's a website that makes like $20K a month selling poop. There's so many ways to make $1 million. If you really
bro, that's crazy. I mean,
shout out to them, bro.
Shout out to them, but bro, he's doing some dumb shit. He's making money, bro.
He's selling horse poop. It was like a farmer or something, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna sell poop, bro, on a website. It'd be funny." And now he makes $20K a month from it.
You can sell anything, bro. You just gotta find the right customer. You gotta find the right person to buy it,
bro. You can literally sell anything. And one thing I learned is. A lot of people try to start new businesses. Bro, just do what works. Do what's already being done. You can even white label. You can rebrand. You can rename. It's just how you put out what's there. If a business is operating and it's making money, that means there's customers there. There's money to be made. Go do that. Join someone else's business. Make it better. You know, you don't have to start something new. All these people, they want to start some new.
Reinvent the wheel.
Exactly, bro. It's so stupid. I'm going to make this guy came to me. He's like, I'm gonna make this speaker that goes in your car. That like, bro, you know, there's fucking Bose Audio, right? Those motherfuckers have like 30,000 Germans like fucking writing up the best audio systems in the world. Like, you're not gonna beat them. You're not gonna beat them, bro.
Bro, what do you, bro? Like, I have like ideas like this. We talk to it about a lot of people. I know you have people where you kind of talk about a business idea and they say, oh, I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna go do it, and they don't end up doing anything, like jack shit. What do you think about those people of like? Inaction people that will talk but won't actually perform and carry out what they say that they're going to perform.
Inaction breeds fear, bro. Inaction breeds fear. It really does. Think about it. You're just sitting there doing nothing. Now you're scared. You're going to get scared of doing anything. It's a cycle. It's like jumping into a cliff, right? You jump off a cliff. You know you have to do it, and you just stand there and do nothing. Now you're scared. You're fearful. Fucking go do it, bro. Go do it, bro. Especially at a young age, bro. You need to be taking risks. You can't have fear. You can't have inaction. Go do shit at a young age because this is when you can take the most risk, and risk is what makes you an entrepreneur. You know.
And the way you handle stress.
Bro. Stress, dude.
I bet you can tell me 20 things you're stressed about. And then I bet you can tell me right after that you don't give a flying fuck about it.
Dude, it's crazy. You have to also be able to handle stress at a high level, dude. I've learned this a lot more recently, and a lot of my other businesses, I was stressed, bro. I mean, there was times where like shit wasn't going right. I'm like, I'm the owner. No one's gonna come save me. I have to fix this in the business. This system's not set up. This employee doesn't give a fuck. I have to set this up, or we're not gonna make the revenue we expected. And I'm not gonna be able to pay this bill. And I'm not gonna be able to, consistently grow the business. You have to learn how to manage your stress, bro. So managing stress is everything. There's like, my phone probably blew up 30 times since we did this podcast. There's tons of things I need to do, but I'm not stressed about it. I know I'm going to knock it out. I know I'm going to get these things done. You learn to manage and mitigate your stress and just know that things are going to flow easy because you're putting 100% effort into it. Life gets easier.
And naturally deal with the stress because I've met a lot of, like with trading, you have to learn how to deal with stress at all kinds of levels, right? Because
master your emotions.
Master your emotions, especially in trading. I've met some Wall Street traders before. I'm in the valet business as well. So I have some business. So we had a client one time that needed a chauffeur. So one of my drivers went out and drove him and had a conversation with him, bro. This guy got a call. It was a bad call. He said, bro, we lost like some million, $2-3 million, and we need to make it back within the next month. Bro, like almost spazzed out. And then he said, bro, can you stop? And he said, don't look back. and the driver obviously looked back. He saw him putting a line of coke, snorted coke, and then got back on the phone. He was like, "All right, bet
Well, that's
we
one
good."
way to handle stress.
Yeah. I know, but the thing is, if you do handle stress like that, you're only gonna need more and more and more and more coke, and you're never gonna grow, and like that's a weak point. There's another guy out there that knows exactly how to handle that kind of situation without any kind of drug, and he's gonna do way better than you because you're relying on a drug.
Yep.
So obviously, yeah, like handle it the right way. Like learn how to handle it naturally and teach yourself. Like really.
You want a cool, level-headed mind whenever you're doing this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, for an example, like let's say this is a situation I was in. I was on the way to a business meeting, a very important. I was an Atlantis client, and my Tesla battery just ran out of battery.
Oh shit.
I was stuck in the middle of the street. I had people shouting at me. I had to push it, all this sort of shit. Right, and now I have this employee telling me, no, I can't plug it in here. I need to find somewhere else, and I'm having to like get a tow truck. And the client's calling me, hey, where are you at? Blah blah blah. But during this entire process, this is one situation. During this process, I kept a cool, level-headed mind. It was a very stressful situation, bro. Very stressful. But you have to keep a cool mind. I was joking with the valet guy who was helping me push the car. I was making jokes. You have to just look at everything in a positive attitude because if you get overstressed, you're gonna burn out.
Yeah.
You're gonna crash, bro. Because we're all human. We're gonna get stressed.
Naturally.
Yeah, it's impossible not to.
Look at it. I like to look at both sides of the situation. So if somebody else was put in your shoes in that situation, and they freaked out. They have a client that they need to get to in 30 minutes, and their Tesla car or the battery died for their car. Like, bro, they would freak out and just, be like, you know what, I don't want to be, I don't do this anymore. I quit. Yeah, I quit business. Like, it's so easy to tap out. You know what I mean? It's so easy to tap out, but that's really a test. Entrepreneurship is a test of your mind. Like, how strong can you? How long can you last? Pretty much. It's the same way in trading, bro. Like, when you start, you blow your first account. You know what? I'm not doing this anymore. Fuck it, I'm out, and you just never trade again.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, that shows that you're not going to be successful in trading. Good thing you quit anyway. You know, like for me, I first got in, I never ever quit. I saw somebody, one of my mentors. I saw him actually do this in real time in 4K, and I saw him make immense amount of money, immense, and he's he's a fucking human being. You know what I mean? Like, he lives, he drinks, he eats, he even plays FIFA. He smokes hookah. He does whatever, bro.
Yeah.
But like, he's still a human. But that guy is making $600,000 per trade, and I'm sitting here making my $1,000 per trade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's possible. It'll just take time, the people, the capital, the connections, and it's a process. So that's why for me, I was like, I know I'm gonna make it. I know I'm gonna get there. But for trading, if I'm choosing to be in the trading world, it's gonna take a lot more time than I first anticipated. My first projection was 1 to 2 years. I'm gonna make it up there. But now that I see how things work, I know that it'll take me probably like 2 to 3 more years.
Yeah.
And I'll be unstoppable. Yeah. Unstoppable. But there's obviously, like, on the journey, you find ways to accelerate. One of the ideas that came to me was start a hedge fund.
Yeah.
So now, this is something I'm working on in low. I can't really say too much, but I'm getting licensed to actually run and manage a fund.
Yeah.
So getting my SIE license, banking and finance, right? I might have to work at JP Morgan for like 6 months, but fuck, I don't give a fuck. I'll do it. If that's what it's gonna take for me to get to like the billions, bro, I'll do it. I'll go work a job. Like, as much as I hate it, you know how entrepreneurs hate jobs, they hate work, they can't listen to somebody. But if you have to take that sacrifice, bro, I'm gonna take that sacrifice for 6 months, and I'm gonna hate it. It's gonna be a living hell, but you know what I mean, bro. In high school, did you kind of have like that I don't know, it's for me. I kind of was always thinking like, what the fuck is this teacher talking about? Like, I always had some kind of like objection towards the teacher of why that person is standing there teaching.
Anyone who went to school with me knows. I mean, you guys are probably comment on this or whatever. You guys know I was always shit talking to teacher. I was in business class making more than the teacher, telling them, no, that's wrong. No, why would you show someone how to do that? No, you got to talk about this topic instead. Yeah. All sorts of shit like this. The teachers give you a very fixed mindset. They give you a limited mindset, and you can't blame them because that's the education they're forced to teach.
That's the system. Yeah. That's the system. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, dude,
you start to realize like that's just kind of what they have to do anyway. So it's like
I knew, bro, and that's why I was like, I'm not going to college, bro. I did fucking great. I mean, I'm not stupid, right? My SAT score is high as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? I could have gotten into a good college. I could have gotten a scholarship. I could have went to a good school, became a doctor, done some bullshit, and pleased my parents. And I knew when I took that decision, I said, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to work for myself. I'm going to make it. I'm going to fucking grind. I don't care what it takes. If I have to, right now, if I have to go work at McDonald's, if I lose everything, I work at McDonald's, I'll work at McDonald's till I get my way back.
Yep.
Because you cannot stop someone in an unlimited mindset. Take someone like one of these big guys. You take all the money from them. You have the mindset. They still have the mindset. You're not going to beat someone, bro.
Yeah.
You're not going to beat someone. You know, if as long as you've made the decision and you've accepted that you're going to do it regardless of what goes on, regardless of what happens along the journey, then you'll make it.
Bro, and I can speak on that too, bro. Like in trading, the thing is that I quit my job probably 2 years ago. I used to work in sales at Best Buy. And bro, ever since I quit, there's been times where I'm like, if I take money out of my trading account, it's going to set me back 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
So I did some other shit. I had to go, whatever, do Uber, go work over there, like offer some services to people, cut someone's lawn, make the cash to pay your bills, and continue to pursue your business, right? So kind of just like, you're right, like if you fall back, you kind of got to put your ego down a little bit and say like, yeah, I'm this big guy, I'm this big business owner, I'm gonna put in the work, I'm gonna grind, and I'm gonna get my ass back up.
Yeah.
And I'm back there. And at the end of the day, it's like, it's not really an ego thing, you know, like naturally every entrepreneur has a big ass ego. What do you think about ego?
It's good to have an ego, bro. You need to go around thinking you're the fucking man. You have to think that I'm the man, I'm gonna do this shit. And no one can stop me. Whatever I put my mind to, I'm going to be able to do.
Yeah.
But, at the same time, I'm humble in certain situations. If I go talk to someone who's doing way better than me, bro, I humble myself up. I shut the fuck up. I'm only 19.
Yeah.
I shut the fuck up. I listen. I don't have an ego there.
Yeah.
But I have an ego in the sense that I'm a fucking confident young man. I can learn anything. I've learned a lot. I've done a lot. And I'm going to keep attacking and keep doing it. And I keep myself. It's more of confidence. Confidence and ego, you kind of have to balance.
Yeah.
Because if you don't walk around with confidence, bro, you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm confident when I walk around. I'm confident when I sit down and talk to you about I'm confident when I talk to a girl.
Yeah.
You have to bring confidence into it. And ego plays into a part.
Yeah.
The world's run by ego, bro. Wars have been started because of ego, because someone's ego was damaged.
Yep.
And, yeah.
Ego. That's a big one. That's a big topic. That's a big topic. Babe, bro, I appreciate you coming out, bro. It was a great podcast. I'd love to have a part 2 if you're down, maybe like in a month to see how things are. Because I know you have a project. If you want to talk about your project, you can talk about it real quick.
Yeah, man. I want to just hop on this podcast because I wanted to document myself as a young man.
Yeah.
So in the future, people be like, "Oh, he's always been like that." I've been like this for years, bro. I've always been like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a group on Telegram. It's a networking group. It's where like-minded minds come together. There's not a lot of people who think like us. There's not a lot of people who do stuff like us. Like we were talking about, your network is your net worth, and who you surround yourself with, that's who you become. So we have a little group going on. If you want to join it and check it out, all sorts of guys. We have over 10 millionaires in there right now. It's kind of like Hustle University. It's not. It's like the War Room. More of it's just you join, you find information because it's not about what you know. It's about who you know.
Yep.
And that's more important. So yeah, check it out.
I'll drop the link in the bios in the description so y'all can click on it, join it. It's free. It's free as of now. Hey, I know that
I'm just giving out free sauce, bro. There's fucking millionaires in there just dropping gems.
And there's I've already met, bro. I've already met like 3 guys that are like doing really good in business, bro.
Yeah.
So like, and my side quest is e-commerce. Like I've always been doing e-commerce.
Yeah.
And I'm already partnered up with a guy, bro. Like he wants to talk to me on the phone and do something.
Yeah.
So yeah, part 2 coming soon. Make sure y'all stay tuned.
Check it out, guys.
Catch you guys later.